The samurai mindset that makes fear lose its power. Fear is not your greatest enemy. Indecision is. The world does not fear the talented. It does not fear the intelligent. It does not even fear the strong. It fears the person who moves with quiet certainty. Because certainty cannot be manipulated. A person who acts without needing permission becomes difficult to control. A person who continues without applause becomes impossible to predict. A person who no longer negotiates with discomfort quietly separates from everyone around them. This is why discipline makes people uncomfortable. Not because discipline is loud. Because it is silent. It exposes excuses without speaking. It reveals weakness without accusation. And it forces everyone who watches to confront a question they have avoided for years. If this person can continue every day, why can't I? Long before modern psychology attempted to explain consistency, long before neuroscience described neural pathways, the samurai understood something that most people still refuse to accept. A warrior who depends on courage dies the moment courage disappears. A warrior who depends on a system survives long after emotion has vanished. This was never merely a philosophy of combat. It was a philosophy of identity. Today, we are surrounded by advice that tells us to feel inspired. The samurai would have considered that dangerous. Because inspiration arrives like spring rain. Discipline flows like a river. One is temporary. The other reshapes mountains. Today, you are about to learn an ancient pattern of thinking that quietly destroys fear, not by making you fearless, but by making fear irrelevant. Listen carefully. Because once you understand this system, you will begin seeing your own life differently. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Today. Imagine someone named Ken. Ken is intelligent. He reads books. He watches lectures. He fills notebooks with plans. Every Sunday evening, he creates a perfect schedule. Every Monday morning, he believes this time will be different. Sometimes it is. For 2 days. Sometimes 4. Occasionally a week. Then something changes. He sleeps poorly. Work becomes stressful. Life interrupts. The routine disappears. Once again, he tells himself the same comforting lie. I just need more motivation. Months become years. His knowledge grows. His identity does not. Perhaps you know someone like Ken. Perhaps the name is different. Perhaps the face is your own. The tragedy is not that Ken lacks discipline. The tragedy is that he has accepted false explanations for his inconsistency. Modern life encourages these explanations because they are comforting. The samurai rejected comfort whenever it interfered with truth. They asked only one question. What continues after emotion leaves? Because emotion always leaves. Every single time. The first illusion is motivation. Motivation feels powerful because it arrives suddenly. Like lightning. Bright. Exciting. Impossible to ignore. But lightning never powers a city. Steady current does. Your brain behaves in much the same way. Neuroscientists have repeatedly shown that repeated behavior strengthens neural pathways through consistent execution rather than emotional intensity. Action repeated under stable conditions gradually becomes less dependent on conscious effort. The brain begins conserving energy. What once required struggle becomes routine. The samurai understood this without brain scans. They trained on ordinary mornings. Cold mornings. Rainy mornings. Exhausting mornings. Because they knew an uncomfortable truth. If your actions depend on how you feel, you are not in command. Your emotions are. Ask yourself something. How many promises have you made while feeling inspired? How many survived an ordinary Tuesday? Motivation loves beginnings. Discipline governs endings. Repeat that. Motivation loves beginnings. Discipline governs endings. The river reaches the ocean, not because it rushes, because it refuses to stop. The second illusion is choice. Modern culture worships freedom. Unlimited options. Unlimited customization. Unlimited flexibility. But unlimited choice often creates unlimited hesitation. Every decision consumes attention. Every negotiation weakens commitment. The samurai removed unnecessary decisions before battle. Not because they lacked intelligence, because they respected it. A sword was placed in the same position. Armor was prepared in the same sequence. Training occurred at the same hour. Ritual replaced negotiation. Every repeated action became choreography. Not because life was predictable, because the mind became predictable. Imagine waking every morning and asking yourself whether you should train, whether you should meditate, whether today feels like the right day. You have already lost. The battle was never against laziness. It was against negotiation. Every internal debate drains strength before action even begins. A machine does not argue with its design. A river does not ask permission to flow. A disciplined mind should not negotiate with yesterday's excuses. Remove the choice. Remove the argument. Remove the delay. Then watch how quietly your life begins to change. The warrior who defeats himself before sunrise never reaches the battlefield. The warrior who eliminates unnecessary choices has already won half the war. And this is only the beginning. Because the next illusion is even more dangerous. It disguises itself as growth. It convinces intelligent people they are improving, while ensuring they never master anything at all.